Hello, this is Dr. Tom O'Brien. I'm going to give you a 2 to 3 minute overview of why wheat-related disorders are a problem for all of us. First, there are many studies that show that every human gets transient intestinal permeability every time they're exposed to wheat. That's you and me and all of your patients. Every time. But Mrs. Patient, the fastest growing cells in the body are the inside lining of your intestines. Every 2, 3 days, you have a whole new lining to your intestines. So you have toast for breakfast, you tear the lining, but it heals. That's transient permeability. You have a sandwich for lunch, you tear the lining, but it heals. Pasta for dinner, and on and on and on until one day you don't heal anymore. That's called loss of oral tolerance. Now you get pathogenic intestinal permeability, and that's the gateway in the development of autoimmune diseases. Right? But every human gets transient intestinal permeability every time. And that thinking that a wheat-related disorder, gluten sensitivity or celiac disease, is principally a disease of the gut is a historical misconception. Those studies started coming out over 20 years ago, showing that the majority of symptom patterns are not in the gut. They're in your skin, or in your brain, or in your heart, or in your kidneys, or in your lungs, or in your bones, or rheumatoid, or MS, or alopecia. The list goes on and on and on. It is not principally a disease of the gut. The science says it's 8 to 1. For every one with gut complaints, there are 8 that don't have gut complaints with a wheat-related disorder. They've got complaints somewhere else in their body. Why am I doing this? Why am I giving you this information? Because in the Journal of the American Medical Association, in the largest study ever done on mortality and celiac disease, they identified an 86% increased risk of mortality in the first year after diagnosis from a cardiovascular incident. Wait a minute. 86% increased risk of death after you diagnose somebody with celiac disease? Yes. 86%. Well, how is that possible? And it was a 3.86-fold, almost 4-fold increased risk of death from a malignancy in the first year after diagnosis. Well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Well, what do you do when you identify a wheat-related disorder, celiac disease? You put them on a gluten-free diet. What else do you do? Nothing. And what's the result? You increase their risk of mortality. It's really important to understand this, that a gluten-free diet can be very healthy, ideal for someone to heal and have vibrant health, but it also can be dangerous. And we have to know how to identify those that are at risk of the dangerous ones to reduce the mortality, because you diagnose someone with a wheat-related disorder, you put them on a gluten-free diet, and 11 months from now, they die of a heart attack. You would never associate that what you did 11 months earlier may have contributed to this result that this unwanted result. So not great to know this information as a practitioner, really great to know so that you can take action. And your rescue for this most prevalent and toxic food compound in our diets today is coming soon. Thanks so very much.